The tempter makes the way to sin easy. How does he do that? By removing all fear of consequences. Hey, it's normal. The tempter makes the way to sin easy by removing all fear of consequences. Eve's bowl of lentils was that tree. See, the tempter said, you shall not surely die. I know the Lord said that. So what he does is he removes the consequences of your failure. So it makes your failure right. Because if there's not consequences to things, well, then why even do them? I mean, it doesn't matter. You can do anything you want. In other words, the reason why people don't commit murder like some people do, but I mean on a whole thing, because you're going to go to jail or they're going to kill you. It's hard for you to get rid of the consequence. What makes a good lawyer if he can just shut down the consequences? Am I correct in that? So the tempter does. Even Adam and Eve had the same situation. Their bodily taste, their soulish taste for knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Satan will come somewhere with somehow to try to get to where you are at the weakest. That's why God said, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. In other words, you agree with God, come hell or high water, like we say in Louisiana. It don't make no difference. This is what the Lord said. So the tempter makes the way to sin easy by removing all fear of consequences. Now, people say, why do people mess up? Why do people make mistakes? Number one, they're thinking of themselves. And let me tell you something, when you start thinking of yourself, that's an inward defeat. There is always an inward defeat before there is an outward one. Why people make mistakes? See, what you need to do is, if you keep your inside clean, I promise you, your outside will not get dirty. Amen. Somebody shout somebody. Amen. I've had many opportunities to fail. I've had many opportunities to sin. Sometimes I want to sin. What? Don't look at me weird. You do the same thing. Sometimes I want to handle the situation. I want God, just sit yourself down, put your hand over your eyes. I'm going to fix this. How many of y'all do the same thing? Come on. It's just common sense. I mean, you know, we in the world, but we're not of it. I'm not the biggest man in the world, but I can find me an equalizer. I can find me something and not be afraid to use it. But it's wrong. How many times you wanted to beat somebody up at a red light? Come on, be honest. Lift your hand up. Don't lie. How many of y'all have been cussed out by someone in another car and you never knew who they were? How many of y'all understood the signs of time as they went by? How many of you automatically sped up the car for just a few seconds? Lift your hand up, don't lie. See, the devil's trying to make you have an inward defeat. Because the minute that happens, the outward will show up. But it can't happen until the inward one is there. The tempter makes the way to sin easy by removing all fear of consequences. Nothing but a change of heart will put a person right with himself, right with society, and right with God. Most people's lives have been defined by the carelessness of a moment. It becomes their epitaph all over.
Order your copy today.